And just before we get ready with episode 64 of Superstar Spotlight, I want to thank all the great sponsors, the beautiful people, all these sexy bastards out on the wrestling scene that deserve a shout out. Ian 30, my beautiful man. My intros, my outros, the clips, the reels, all that good stuff you see is him. He's currently working on, we did a DMU top 15 death matches of 2025. It's in the works. Ian, I believe it should be out soon, and he also is the sole proprietor of Bocce Army Wrestling. Would shout out the Bocce Boys, another great sponsor of this podcast. We got the flag right behind me. I am not wearing the shirt this time. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But they got great merch over at thebotchyboys.com. Stickers, patches, 8x10s, glasses, shot glasses. I think they have saddle little strap bags, all that good stuff. We also got the Skittle Squad. Shout out the homie Lil Skittle doing the damn thing. Every Wednesday on the Discord. Go figure out what you're missing out on. Go hit up Skittle. Join that John today. We also got Pookie wrestlers outside the Canadian region who makes all sorts of Pookie-fied wrestlers just like this one right here, who will be getting turned into a sticker soon. Prep your eyes and your inboxes for that one. And last but not least, my good homie, B-Dub Photos. Shout out Becca Dub doing the damn thing. Get a cool photographer and do some cool photographer things. And my guest for the evening, within a 24-hour span, 2 of her songs are now on my Spotify repeat because she is so goddamn good at what she does. I'm talking about my good homie. Where did my mouse go? There we go. The owner of Invoke Pro. God damn it. The owner of Invoke Pro. Vanessa D is here in the Soup Kitchen studio. Vanessa, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing really good. I'm really glad to be here, Dewey. I've been looking forward to this for a minute.
Literally, for the ones who don't know, me and Vanessa are now just straight Instagram besties, sending memes, talking about our beautiful orange cats, just shooting the shit, and it's finally. And I've been learning more about you day in and day out. You're a country musician. You're running a wrestling company. Vanessa, I'm ready to dive deep into some of these questions if you are.
Hell yeah, Dewey, I'm down.
Let's freaking do it. All right. I guess we'll kick it off then. Tell us how you started Invoke Pro Wrestling and what are some plans for Invoke Pro in 2026?
So, I've spent the better part of the last couple of years working for one of the bigger entertainment companies in Canada. And doing production on a lot of live events of all kinds, like, metal shows, sports podcasts, club nights, whatever, kind of came across my way. And after I've been working on a little bit of everything for a while, I had the opportunity to pitch a bunch of wacky ideas. Luckily, they said yes to a lot of them. Some stuck, some didn't. When I ended up leaving that position at the beginning of the fall, I ended up taking Invoke with me, which is pretty cool. And I'm sure by the time you put this out, there'll be some stuff in quick succession that comes out. But the next big thing that we're gonna announce is a Valentine's Day no-ring show.
Ooh, hell yeah! And I was gonna say, is Invoke a full company? I remember Invoke ran with Canadian Deathmatch for a little bit.
Well, I mean, for me, I've been a concert promoter. Like, I grew up in punk hardcore, and I've been putting on shows for 15 years. So, I mean, for me, it doesn't matter if it's bands or wrestling. I didn't start doing any of this to do it alone. It's a lighter lift when you work together. And for me, the big thing, the big goal and the central focus with Invoke is bringing things that I'm excited about other places back to where I'm at, or into other markets where I have access to, and I think collaboration for me is really central, no matter what I'm working on, because I didn't get into the habit/business of trying to fill a room with 1 to 500 people that feel the same way I do, because I don't want to be there alone.
But no, I totally get it. It's always good to partner up with some homies. That's how back at Mid-Death, when it was me, Carver, and the good homie Tony, we all just were like, all right, what the fuck can we do within this time span to go sell a show in Omaha, Nebraska? And we did it. It was so
Hell yeah.
fun.
I love that.
Oh yeah. Well, speaking of wild places like that, freaking, it was like a strip club, ice cream parlor, concert venue. It was weird,
Oh, it
but
sounds fucking great, buddy. Sign me up.
I know. But Vanessa D, I gotta know. 15 years doing shows. Where was the most wildest venue you've ever ran in?
Oh shit. I mean,
That is a fan submitted question too. So
I've generally speaking, I've worked as a venue booker for most of my adult life on and off. So I've booked a lot of like crazy punk bars and stuff here in town. I think like oh man, that that Circle Six collab we did back in August was probably the wildest show, but not the wildest venue. Wildest venue. Shit, that's a good question. Um, like there's a lot of like as someone that's worked in venues like their whole life, like there's a lot of venues that I really love, like all over the world. But like I don't know what the wildest I don't know what the wildest is. I think I've got a pretty different threshold for what I consider wild.
I love no barnyards, no beaches, no campgrounds,
I
no
mean
Denny's.
I've played like some cool spots like during festivals. Like outside and like surrounded by shipping containers or
Oh, there you go.
like we've played like I've I've done like a little bit of touring with my current project, my old project. Um I think that like some of my favorite venues, um I mean Union Transfer in Philly, I always loved working at when I was out for this Harper Fest. And now um God, it's called Franklin Electric or something. It used to be the Electric Factory, and I can't fucking bring
Oh, I
myself to
miss the
call it that.
electric. That's
I can't.
yeah, that's in
It's
Philly.
still a
Yeah,
beautiful venue, but
it
I can't call
is.
it. I can't
I
call it
think I've
someone
been
else.
there once for a concert. It was cool.
Yeah, there's like a lot of really cool places. One of my favorite spots is Alex's Bar in Long Beach. Really like Gold Diggers in LA. We did our No Ring show at Lee's Palace in Toronto. That's like pretty fucking iconic. It's a great spot.
Malice in the Palace. That was such a crazy show. Well,
You know
we
what?
also got
It's like that's a show that in theory is actually like as far as like, hardcore stuff goes is like pretty fucking tame, It's like a
oh
light
yeah.
Canadian death match, but like, everyone that was on that card is really, really good at, working within the stipulations of the room and like there were some big pops for some little spots that were really fucking cool.
I just enjoyed seeing Cruel and the comedian beat up total effing chaos. Oh,
I
made
really
my
enjoyed
night.
that too.
Made my night. Well, Vanessa, we also got some other promoter-esque questions.
Hell
Have
yeah.
her break down what really goes on. What really goes on in booking an event and leave no details.
Oh man. Like the thing is that like no doesn't matter if you're putting on like a concert or a fucking wrestling show or whatever, like there's gonna be like 10 things, 15 things that are inherently true. Like you're gonna need a venue, you're gonna need the ring or like the back line. You need to know what the schedule is, you need to know what the tickets are gonna cost, you need to know like where you're selling them and what you're capping them at and how you're going to roll it out, how you're going to promote it. And everyone has like different philosophies, but like those things are like someone has to sell a ticket for someone to buy a ticket, like everyone needs to know what time to show up at the fucking venue. Like those things are all sort of universal. And then I think after that, you sort of come down to what's sort of unique to that event and what you're trying to accomplish with it. So, like, if you're in a band, you go on tour, you don't have a new record, you're just going out to go fucking party with your friends and rip down the coast. That's awesome. But you're not going to get what you necessarily want out of that show. You need to know, like, you know, what story are you trying to tell? What's the next thing you're trying to set up for? You know, is it album release? Is it a tour kickoff? Is it your buddy's fucking birthday? Like, you can have a show for the sake of having a show, no matter what kind of show it is, but you're going to be happier with the results, and people are going to be more engaged in general if you have a purpose, if you have like a call to action. Because if you're a band, you play all the
Absolutely.
time. If you're like a local,
Oh no!
you're going to have your regulars all the time. But I feel like, you know, there is that fine balance in like independent performance and like art in general where like you have to find walking between, you know, staying active and like playing yourself out, either, you know, like promotionally or like physically in some cases, obviously here. Um, yeah, I mean, like there's so much that goes into it, and there's so many people that are involved on every level. And when you get, I say like booking a wrestling show as compared to like booking like a concert is like booking a mini festival like every single time.
Oh yeah.
Because like, you know, in a group on like a show with bands where you have like 12 to 15 band members and, you know, a card where you have 12 to 15 wrestlers. At least in the bands, everyone's like nominated like the one guy that's good at email, where every wrestler is like their own band. um,
Literally.
yeah, and no matter which one you're dealing with, you end up with wildly varying styles of communication. And I think, you know, being able to meet people like on their level and sort of engage with different fan cultures in their own language, you know, when you ask people questions about what they want to do um, for like their fucking art, you know, when you give people agency, you get better results.
Hell yeah. And you talked about, I'm going to backtrack because ADHD brain. You talked about touring with Circle
Oh,
6.
brother, you don't. I have the ADHD brain too. I'm right there with you.
Well, I gotta know, is there possibly gonna be another Circle 6 Invoke Pacific North tour coming up?
Oh, you know, I we just collabed on the Vancouver show along with No Fate too. But you know, I don't know if they're eager to come back to Vancouver. Vancouver can be kind of a square town. There were a lot of hoops to jump through. But I would work with them anytime, anywhere. Those are the
Hell
homies, and they do
yeah.
great work. And I think that they work with great talent, and they do really exciting, compelling stuff that a lot of people don't touch.
This is true, like karaoke nights in Creed.
Oh fuck yeah, absolutely!
I,
Karaoke and wrestling, let's go.
sign me up. And Lard Humongous. That's
Fuck yeah.
another big seller for me with Circle 6 is that they are the only place I know that has that gentleman, if I should say that term,
Gentlemen,
about
I
Lard
like that.
Humongous. But also, we have another promoter related question and fan submitted. Vanessa D, how has been your experience been being a female promoter? What are some pros and cons?
Wow. I mean, honestly, like, there's always going to be people that are going to discount you for being a woman, or you know, anyone that doesn't fit within like the standard gender binary. But you know, I'm pretty mouthy, and I've been dealing with varying degrees of big scaries for you know my whole professional life, and um, you know, I don't fault people for like, you know, having little missteps that they can learn from. You know, I don't hang people out to dry if they say something that's like kind of inappropriate because you know what, like we're dealing with a bunch of fucking maniacs and people that, you know, all artists want like attention and acceptance and validation. And, you know, every once in a while someone like really crosses the line and I'll be like, hey, big dog, that's not so cool. And they're like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, well, you didn't know there was a boundary until I told you. So now you know. So next time, I'm not going to be so nice about it. But for the most part, honestly, like, I can handle my own. I know it's like, it's a situation that's, it's not easy. I mean, sometimes you can bat your eyelashes and things get done a little bit faster, but then also you're like, cool, I'm going to make, 75 cents on the dollar for my fucking professional life. So, I mean, regardless of where your struggles come from when it comes to putting on events, like, it's everyone's going to have their strengths and their weaknesses. Um, and I think it's just about how you carry yourself and how you treat people. And at the end of the day, like, people remember how they feel around you. And like, people don't change their minds by you yelling at them. So I think to a degree, like, there it is a world where I know a lot of people don't encounter a lot of softness. So I do, I do feel for folks, but if someone's gonna talk shit, I'm just gonna put them right in their fucking place. But I'm not someone that
Oh
flies off the
yeah.
handle. Like, I try to be serial killer calm until, like, I've given you enough warnings. Like, if I yell, like, everyone knows there's, like, a reason why I'm yelling at you.
Oh yeah.
I don't waste strong emotions, on folks that aren't worth it. And it doesn't build teachable moments when you want to fucking correct people's behavior either.
Oh yeah. Well, Vanessa D, I see you're smoking on a cannabis cigarette. I got it. What kind of strain are we smoking on here? I always see that you got these cool little joints.
So the one I'm smoking right now is it's a Ghost Pebbles.
Oh,
Yeah. And
fancy.
it's like a 70-30 indica sativa hybrid.
I
It's pretty
like
all
it.
right. I buy off like a gray market spot. So Canada is like fully federally recreationally legal, obviously.
I've had some
Um,
Canadian weed in my life.
oh,
Delicious.
dude, you got to get your ass out to Vancouver, man. It's really good
I
out
do.
here. Yeah, I actually I managed a medicinal dispensary right until, like, up until the eve of, like, full federal rec legalization, and it took a really long time for, like, the quality of weed to get back. Oh, that's Carmelita. Where's she going?
Oh my goodness,
We
fluffy
had a cat
ones.
appearance. She's gonna try to get away, but I'm gonna grab her.
Jeff did a full 360 rotation and fell asleep again. This is he's been 50-50 lately. It's
Yeah,
just if he's sleeping or not, which I don't get how he sleeps through my loud ass voice and all this coughing. But that's more power to him. Shout out
absolutely.
Jeff the cat.
Shout out Jeff the cat. Huge fan. Huge Jeff Maher.
Absolutely.
Yeah, big time.
If we could spot him, he's over there staring at the wall
He
as
sees
per
ghosts, man. They see things we don't see.
as per usual. Well, I also got to know, and on the topic of Superstar Spotlight being 420, me being 420 friendly, Vanessa D, I got to know, what is your favorite strain of cannabis?
I've got a lot of favorites. When I first started working in cannabis, like, many years ago, I'd be like, "Oh, like, a pink Kush is, like, so basic." Now I'm like, "Well, who grows their pink Kush though?" So I feel like there are certain strains that are, like, just sort of like staple strains, and when you get those, you find out more about, like, the grow process than you do about that strain itself. I love, like, a classic White Widow. Like, I like a pre-98 Death Bubba. I really like a Sandy 99 or like a Strawberry Cough. Yeah, I mean, like, I'll smoke any weed if I don't have weed.
Oh, of course. That's I'm currently smoking on Star Wars Blue Milk,
Hell yeah,
which
let's
you
fucking
you
go,
never
bud.
think that would be a crazy strain in a little vapor pen. But that's the world of weed we live in nowadays. Anything is a goddamn flavor.
Totally,
It
100%.
rules. But also, I gotta know, who is a cartoon character you would get stoned with as well?
I want to get stoned with Beavis and Butthead,
Hell
obviously.
yeah!
Basically anyone from the Mike Judge universe, for sure.
Bobby Hill
I
and
bet
the
Betty Boop could
Hills.
hit a blunt for sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm, who else? Uh, Nelson Muntz from The Simpsons. I
What?
bet he gets really good weed.
You know what? I bet there's something in that boy that gives him that dog.
You know what? I just got a soft spot for bullies, dude. You know that about me.
I definitely do. I love it. But also, I think we got this one too. We got a music question. I love that. And
Oh
this will.
yeah.
I feel like this will lead into a lot. This is also fan submitted. Vanessa D. What is some good advice for someone who wants to get into the music industry? And what are some of your favorite instruments that you play?
So the number one piece of advice is go to shows. Just go to shows. Like, let the promoters see you at the shows. Make friends with other bands. If you've got a band together and you're jamming, like, go out with your band to a show after you practice. Go out together. Go like mob out as like a crew and build that camaraderie that's going to get you through when you actually go on tour and shit. But yeah, just like be out there, be a fan first, everything. And like just put it out there. Like, don't be afraid of getting, shot down. You can be like, hit someone up, be like, hey, I saw this band's coming to town and like I really want to open for them. And like sometimes the agent will have already picked the opener or, the band will already pick someone. But, the next time that band comes to town, that promoter who is like the promoter on record for that artist is gonna remember that you wanted to open for them. So for me, like if I'm booking a touring band, and it's someone that I've worked with a bunch or a few times, more than once at least, I think about like who else I know who plays in bands that was like at that show, who was in the front row singing along, who would be really excited to open for that. So I mean, like, don't play it cool, go to fucking shows, tell people that you're excited about their music. Don't get butthurt and weird if they don't know how to address that back. um yeah, just be there, be a fan first, and don't be afraid of getting shot down. Because like ask questions, because the worst thing that you can have is exactly what you have right now, which is still not the thing, but
Oh yeah. Well,
it
I
puts
also
you
got.
on people's radar.
Oh yeah. And that literally, you telling me you had a band put you instantly on my radar and on my goddamn Spotify repeat within
Hell yeah, buddy,
24
I'm so
hours.
happy you dig it.
Listen, I like everything, but there was something about how you brought the country vibe with the slidey guitar and the backups and just everything. It was, chef's kiss.
Hell
I
yeah,
love it.
thanks Dewey, I appreciate that. I hope you dig the new stuff when it comes out soon too.
I cannot wait. I gotta know, when did Vanessa D and the Bright Sides all begin?
Well, this project is probably about 3 years old now, so it's still like a relatively recent thing. I was in like a mod garage, like Northern Soul type project for like 8 fucking years before that, and that was like my first band. We did like quite a bit of like touring around Canada and down the West Coast. A band called the Ballantines, and I actually started like working towards like a more country project going into COVID. Um, Obviously, like pandemic hit, and I had to to shuffle, but we came back to it afterwards, um, and that first incarnation of the band, because it is really just like my songs and like a couple of like real like steady players and some folks that sort of like tag in and out. Like I've got my buddy Ian Badger, who absolutely rips, like phenomenal songwriter. He plays on all of my records. There's like not a song I've recorded with Bright Sides that he hasn't been on the recording. But he can't tour, so he doesn't come on the road with me. Like it's my last band, the band before this. It was one of those things where like everyone had to do the show. Like if one person couldn't do the show, we weren't doing the show. Like no one like ever left the band. We didn't replace anyone. We had like one tour. We had one fill-in bass player. And then this band was like just completely different, and it sort of became like a vehicle for being able to take different pals on the road with me. Especially because obviously it's not getting cheaper to go anywhere,
Oh yeah.
especially if you're funded by arts.
Oh, you're not. And then what about favorite instruments?
I actually, part of the reason why I think that I work on so much event stuff is because I'm like tremendously guilty that my brain doesn't like grasp playing an instrument. Like I'm a lousy guitar player. I play the tambourine in my old band, but like I'm the one that books the tour. Like
So you're more
I
of
like
just the vocalist than the booker.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I would really like to at some point learn how to play pedal steel. That's like one of my big goals. Um, but it's an extremely complex instrument and very
literally,
expensive
you
and
gotta, yeah.
very heavy. So, so that's yet to be checked off the list, but I hope someday.
I slightly learned how to play banjo once. It was a
Yeah, hell
time.
yeah.
It was a short time period. I was like, all right, I think it's that era. I pick up a new instrument, and I bought a banjo off Facebook Marketplace, and
What else do you play,
yeah.
dude?
Now let's see. I can do some drumming if you give me a set. I can pick up
Yeah.
a tune. Same thing with piano. I can slap a bass. Oddly, I've been in enough guitar centers and caused enough rampage to know. All right, I can do this motion in somewhat shape or form.
Hell yeah, brother.
And
That
then
rules.
give me a mean set of bongos
Please. Please, someone get this man some bongos.
and a cowbell on top, like one of those like fancy. Like I'm talking one. I need a standing set of bongos
Oh,
and a
shit.
parrot.
The stand and everything.
Absolutely. All right. I also got to ask, we're going to keep the music questions going. If you could book your dream concert lineup, Vanessa D, 3 to 4 bands or artists, access to anybody on the table, the people you probably have not booked yet ever, what would the lineup be?
You know what, Dewey? As I've been watching your show, I actually have like thought about this a lot because I feel like it's cheating for me because I've already booked like a lot of like my favorite bands. And it's like not like a bragging thing. It's like I love like I've had the opportunity to like book bands that I absolutely love. I've had some of my dream shows already, but if it's like living or dead, absolutely everyone. I'm going with Otis Redding. I'm going with Amy Winehouse. And I'm going with Spiritual Cramp, who are all very much alive and well and still playing. Because I love Otis Redding and Amy Winehouse. Obviously, I never got to see either of them. And Spiritual Cramp are good buddies of mine. They're also, in my opinion, one of the best fucking live bands going right now, cross genre, hands down. Like just some of my favorite people, one of my favorite bands. And for me, like when I'm booking bands, like if I'm booking like my dream headliners, like I want them to also really like the openers.
Oh,
So like I
yeah.
feel like if we're like time traveling a little, or like we're on this international plane where everyone gets to hang out, living or dead, I feel like Amy Winehouse and Otis Redding would both really fucking dig Spiritual
Oh,
Cramp.
yeah. I absolutely love me some Amy Winehouse. I'm one of those people so musically open. I love what we call white girl pop. The Adele, the Amy Winehouses, your Avril Lavigne's, your Miley Cyrus's, your
You
Lady
know,
Gaga's. Give
I
me
will
them
stop you
all.
there. I will stop you there, dude. I feel like you can't lump Amy in with the girly pops, although she is a great female vocalist. Because like the background there is really and truly it comes from a jazz and it comes from two tone ska and it
This
comes
is
from like the
very
British
true.
influences with like you know Trojan reggae and a lot of like the sort of like northern soul influences that come out of the UK. So that like you know I feel like I gotta stand up for my girl here, Bussy.
Absolutely. Listen,
But don't get me
sometimes
wrong, I love pop music. I fucking love pop music. I love pop country. Like I I'm not like well it's pop music. No, pop music is popular for a reason. That's why it's pop music. Um, but I don't think I can lump her in with
I'm also sometimes, too stoned and my facts aren't right.
that. Brother, join the club.
Yeah, but I also got to know, Vanessa. What are some of your least favorite genres of music?
Uh I if I could wipe one band off the face of the earth, it would be Primus.
Oh, oh.
I just like anything with like really weird, like frenetic, like time signatures, like makes me physically anxious.
Wait, did you say Primus?
Yes. I would wipe Primus off the face of the earth forever.
Can we at least keep My Name Is Mud? Because that's my listen.
Sure. But
Listen.
only because you asked, Dewey. Only for you, buddy.
Aloysius Davadander Abercrombie is now my gamer tag for so much shit. It's either that or Rufus Xavier Sarsaparilla. If you know, you know. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty open-minded. Like, for me, it's like I don't like dislike a genre of music because like I've worked in clubs and venues for so long. Like at this point in my life, I'm like I can look at something and be like, objectively, I understand this, but this is 10,000% not for me. Like this was not music made for me. That's totally fine. I understand why people like this, and I can you know just tolerate it for the duration of an evening. But um, yeah, I don't like have like a something where I'm like, ugh, other than Primus. Primus makes my fucking skin crawl.
That's how I feel about some modern rap. If it's like mumble rap, unless it's on beat mumble rap, because then it's like, all right, at least I can just bob my head to it. But if it's offbeat mumble rap, where I don't legit know what they're saying, I will go to the next song.
I had this really funny run of shows like earlier in the year when I was working like full time in production, where I was like, I ended up working like a whole bunch of like all ages rap shows in a row. And it was just like really like just like funny, like sort of like big sistery moments where I'm like, where you're like, I'm like, okay, well, you like, I know you're gonna ask where to smoke, so you can go smoke over there. I'm like, yes, you can borrow my letter. You can smoke in the green room. You cannot smoke on the stage. If you're going outside to have a cigarette, you need to have security walk you around the back. And they're like, well, can you like, I heard that you can get codeine cough syrup in Canada. I'm like,
Yeah.
I text my coworker. I'm like, can I expense lean? You can, as it turns out. You just say people have a cough.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing too with venues. It's like, all right, where can I go and hit this? Like, I don't want to. I ask every promoter I'm hanging out. I'm just like, hey, listen, is this a vape friendly place, or am I gonna get yelled at to go outside before I just start hitting my pen like it's nothing the whole show? Because that's how. If we ever meet, you'll learn that's how I am. I study the venue.
Yeah.
I find where the bathroom is, because like you just
That's
need
key.
to.
You gotta
That's
know.
key, literally. What if I got a pee mid show? What if that fucking on the road snack from earlier is hitting? I gotta go bolt it during that scramble match. But
when you gotta go, you gotta go.
literally, that's another thing too with good venues, good bathrooms, and I've been to a lot of good venues with great, memorable, dingy. Sometimes they have giant lips as the urinals bathrooms.
Oh, where's that?
Toledo, Ohio. I don't remember the name of the bar because it was a vape friendly bar. They let me hit this. It was me, some of the RPW crew, and Casanova Valentine was there.
Fucking
and we were all just hanging out, and it was so much fun. But yeah, I just remember I was like, I gotta pee. Searched around for the bathroom, walked in, they just had giant lips as the urinals. And I was like, this, I probably have a picture of it, but I was like, this is a bar with class. And they had pinball machines. Class. But I gotta also know, as you know, Vanessa, you are a watcher of the podcast. You know I gotta ask the food-related questions. We've hit that portion. Fan submitted question: describe your perfect plate of poutine.
So, I mean, the perfect plate of poutine is not a plate. It's like a fucking like a cardboard box, basically. And it probably comes from like a roadside stand, like in Quebec. So, yeah, you know, like the brown gravy. Like, don't try and make it fucking fancy. Give them the package, like the squeaky cheese curds, like enough of them, big enough ones so like they still kind of like your teeth squeak through them when you bite them. You gotta have a good like gravy to fry ratio. Otherwise you're gonna get soggy. But I mean, like you can get poutine literally fucking everywhere in Canada. So
I've also seen people put garlic butter on top of the poutine.
Yeah, you can put a lot of crazy shit on there. Montreal smoked meat is like pretty much a classic.
Yeah, beaver tails. That's. Oh, and I had Warhead on last night. He was talking about Canadian. Me and him were talking about Canadian chocolate milk. It is in my top 5 chocolate milks I put in my mouth. Number 1 though.
What are the other 4?
Let's see. Sassy Cow Creamery in Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh, it's gotta
Bryn
be.
Dairy in Rochester, New York.
Yeah.
Where whatever gas station that Canadian chocolate milk was from. What are some other runner-up? Cremo Land in New Jersey, and Ace Farms right here in Dubuque, Iowa.
Hell yeah. I'm glad you've got a running list. I'm gonna have to.
I'm a connoisseur. I got, because that's one of my like on the road go tos. Is like,
Yes.
let me get some chocolate milk. Fuck energy drinks unless it's desperate times. I will make my.
That's where you and I are gonna have to agree to disagree.
I will do my. I do 5-hour energy. If I'm hitting an energy drink, I will hate myself. 5-hour energy and mix it with a juice, and then I'm chilling.
That sounds nice.
It
sounds like a
is
good alternative. I'm a big sugar-free Monster gal myself.
the white cans. The
Yeah,
white
but
cans.
not just the white cans. Like, there's so many good sugar-free flavors.
I don't like carbonated, so I can't do the Red Bulls, the Ghosts, the Rye. Yeah, Vanessa, you'll learn. I don't do sodas. I don't do beers. I don't do
sodas or beers.
Nah, no carbonation.
Jeez,
those bubbles it's the bubbles, and then I will throw up everywhere. You give me club water, it's going everywhere. It's horrible.
You don't like spicy water?
No TV stat. Jeff has risen.
Jeff,
we will see if he shows up.
Jeff, can you hear me? Jeff.
I will lure him. We will see. He's currently. He's looking. You know what? I'll just go get him.
Yes. Do it.
I'm looking at you, buddy. This is the first time I've ever gotten up out there in a long time. He has arrived. I had to get him for this one.
Hell yeah.
I'm sneezing. But yes.
Oh my god, hi Jeff. I'm such a huge fan.
He has arrived. Which means if you know the thing, when Jeff arrives, Jeff gets to pick the next question. I study where his eyes stare, and he points at Vanessa D. Jeff the Cat wants to know, what is your favorite on-the-road snack and beverage combo?
Well, I mean, we did just discuss the sugar-free Monster. That's pretty clutch. Like sour candy of all kinds, like especially like Maynard's, like Fuzzy Peaches. Like Canadian Sour Patch Kids, way better than American Sour Patch Kids, just straight up. Or like,
I gotta try that one.
Yeah, like sour candy, gummy candy, chips, especially like if I'm going somewhere that has different chip flavors. Obviously, Canada has like a really wide and different.
The ketchup chips.
Oh yeah, ketchup chips, all dressed. Buddy, we got it all.
I admit, when I had a Canadian homie come down, he goes, "I got you a gift." I was like, "Oh." He's like, "Yeah." And he gives me like 3 bags of ketchup chips. And I gave him the biggest hug ever. And I was like, I haven't had these, but I've seen the reviews. And I squeezed him tight because, they were so good.
Do you know Kenny Davis, the ring announces for Marks R Us out in Vegas?
Yeah, I've heard of him, yes.
Fuck yeah. Kenny's my fucking boy. I love Kenny so much. He came up and he ring announced at our club show with 365. Eddie's actually out from Ontario. He's actually how I even discovered Warhead, who you just mentioned.
Hell yeah.
But fucking I'm so stoned, Dewey. I'm sorry.
Oh, me too. That's how we run this podcast.
Where were we? Oh, Kenny came up. He was ring announcing our show. We had the best time, and he was obsessed with all dressed chips. And him and Matt P, who does commentary for us quite frequently, more often than not, and as well as like ASW and NEW and a bunch of spots out here.
Hell yeah!
They have like a big chip war because Matt does not like all dressed chips. Kenny is very, very pro all dressed chips. So the roasting wages on.
So that's kind of how it is for a couple buddies and me with salt and vinegar chips.
Are you pro or con?
I am against. It burns. It burns. That's another thing. Can't do spicy. Too spicy. I can do mild, but if it goes a little above mild, I will hate everything within that time span.
Oh,
Like
I can eat spicy food all day long. I can eat
some
spicy food until
some
there's
gentleman,
steam shooting out of my ears.
I love this story too. Some gentleman gave me a little pinky full of hot sauce, and
Yeah.
it was very hot. And it was that same day I discovered my love for Sunny D. Because that's all they had at the venue. That I was like, it's not a soda. It's also not water. Because I
Oh,
had,
isn't it made with like vegetable oil though? That's a texture thing for me. I can't drink Sunny D. It feels
oh no!
greasy, dewy.
It's have you not seen this? I'm trying to get a sponsorship by these people.
Well, I hope you get it, but I'm not gonna drink any of it if we hang out.
Fingers crossed. You know what? I will contact my old sponsor, Liquid Death. I will
Hell
get to
yeah.
them. I missed that one too. They sent me a little email. Hey man, we liked your little performance on this wrestling show. It was me dancing with Rich Swann at VXS.
I
They
love
sent
that.
me like a month worth of free Liquid Death. I was like, cool.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna roll another joint since we're still talking. I feel like
Hell
we'll
yeah.
keep rolling because I've been looking forward to talking to you for a minute, dude. My
Absolutely.
Call of Arabia membership
Ooh.
here. Big COA fan.
Yeah,
I love those cats.
I got my high, I believe it's Royal Highness? Yeah, Royal Highness, the Star Wars one. And then I also
Yeah.
have this cheesecake one.
Oh,
The golden one. It's so cool. But also, I gotta know, Vanessa D, what is your favorite baked good? This is a debut question. I'm shocked
Ooh,
I have not
oh.
asked this one.
I'm honored that you're asking me because I've actually been doing a lot of
I
baking
know.
lately. um Pineapple upside down cake or carrot cake.
Sign me up
Those
for
are like the
both
two
of
things I'm
them.
trying to perfect right now. And then I made these PB&J muffins the other day, so I put like jam on the inside. So it
Man,
was
I'm
pretty
just
fucking
gonna pull
fun.
up to Vancouver. We're gonna get baked and bake all day.
Hell
That's
fucking yeah,
and
brother!
then
Come do
yeah.
it. Come
I
through.
one day, one weekend, I need to return to the
Absolutely.
Canada land.
Yeah,
But
come out to the
also,
West Coast. There's so much good stuff going on out here.
I've been to it was Ontario or
Uh-huh.
Toronto or one of
Yeah.
those two.
Toronto is in Ontario.
Ah, see, there you go.
So technically you've been to both.
Oh, me realizing that I just said that. Yeah, but yeah, no, that was the last time I went. It was for Death Proof. It was such a blast. Canada's so fun.
Yeah. We got a
It's
good little thing going up here.
literally. But I also got to know, we'll keep the food questions rolling. Vanessa D, what is your favorite kind of sandwich?
Ooh, I'm gonna say like just a classic BLT.
Hell yeah.
I think a classic BLT, like you just like you can't fuck with it. I've watched some of your episodes and I know a lot of people go with the Reuben and I had an old bandmate that used to have this rule where if he went anywhere for the first time and they had a Reuben on the menu, he'd have to order it. But if he'd already had the Reuben there before, he never had to order it again. It was just like a rule that he made
I
for
like
himself.
that.
So like we'd be on tour and we'd be like at a restaurant and be like, oh, that special looks really good. I'm like, Jared, there's a Reuben.
He'd be like,
He'd be like, fuck. And I'm like, you don't have to eat the sandwich. You made this rule for yourself. He's like, no, I have to eat the sandwich.
Listen, the Reuben has a special place for a lot of people. It's such a good sandwich. But also, Vanessa, I sent you a video of me at my job making some meat, just throwing a whole bag of meatballs around, actually. But I make the pizzas. I gotta know, Vanessa D, what's your perfect pizza?
Oh, shit. I mean, like, I like a classic, like, pineapple. I am pro pineapple on pizza.
Same here.
Like, maybe, like, pepperoni and mushrooms and, like, green olives. I mean, I never met a pizza I didn't like, honestly, dude.
I have. It's supreme.
Why? What's the topping that turns you off on that?
Oh, green peppers and olives.
You know what? That's totally fair. I'm not a green pepper guy. That is like, I'll eat
It's
them.
texture.
I'll eat them in the right scenario, but like that scenario is like raw in like a veggie plate. If you try and cook those fucking filler peppers and put them into my Chinese food.
The filler peppers. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, like,
yes.
at least give me like an orange or a yellow pepper. Fine.
But a green or a red? Ugh.
Ugh, no,
Yuck.
absolutely, 100% agree with you. Those are garbage peppers. Green and
I
red can go.
I'm so glad I found a pepper hater just as
Oh
much
yeah,
as me. I
you
only
know,
like
like
them for the appeal. They have a nice look. Everything else about them, get
totally
them the fuck out of here.
in a Greek salad, because then you can like stack a bite and you can drown out the flavor of the green pepper with like a piece of onion or a feta cheese. Now you're talking. If you can like conceal them, like,
Oh
but
yeah,
I'm never choosing a green pepper.
that's
You
I
know.
feel that it's I'm the same way with stuffed peppers too. I'm just like, ugh, you're just putting rice in something I don't like. It's just like, oh, come on now, just give me my rice.
Give the people what they want, more rice.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I also got to know, Vanessa D. What's been your favorite Match Dash show you've booked so far, both wrestling and music wise?
Oh man. One of my like favorite shows ever, like probably one of my like top 3 favorite shows I've ever played too with my old band. The first kind of like garage rock weekender festival that I like helped book through the label we were on at the time that I ended up working for. Um it was my old band, the Ballantines, Dead Ghosts, psych rock band, King Dude, and Rocky Erickson.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that one is really cool. Radioactivity, every time I book that band, fucking amazing Texas band. I big soft spot for Texas artists in general. Um, yeah, those are some of my favorites. I've volunteered with This Is Hardcore Fest since 2013. That's the first year that I got my own venue calendar book. So like lots of those. Like that's been my constant. This is the first year other than COVID I didn't end up making out, but I'm definitely again.
Hell yeah. Well, we are down to 3 questions, Vanessa. I gotta know any cool interests outside of booking shows and singing.
Yeah, I probably have lots of weird interests. Um, to be honest, like occult history, just sort of like left hand path stuff. Um, I'm really like fascinated with like the sort of like the origin of sort of like occult theosophies as it pertains to like pop culture and rock and roll. And I love cooking. We were just talking about baking stuff. Um, I uh, I go to yoga at least like 3 days a week. I'm a big hot yoga guy. Keeps my bones from getting crusty, my
Oh
brain from
yeah.
rusting. I like traveling. I like going and visiting pals and watching shows in other people's cities. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I like I have a lot of funny little like side hobbies. I also put on like a steel guitar convention. Uh,
That is a first.
yeah, actually, it's one of the
That sounds
it's
so
probably the only one in
cool.
Canada. I modeled it after. So there was in St. Louis in like the 70s, the 80s, even in the 90s. There's the Scotties convention, and they, there's so many cool videos from those shows, and I like just got super fucking stoned, just watched hours of it, and I was like, you know, pedal steel guitar is like it's my favorite sound in the entire
It's
world.
so like,
It's
oh,
the loneliest sound. Um,
it really is, but
yeah,
it pulls the heartstring right.
totally. And I was like, well, like as a country artist or an alt country artist that like can't fathom playing without one, like even if I play like a stripped down set without a full band, it's like me and a guitar player and my steel player. I'm like, well, I better like find out all the good ones and encourage more people to play it in case I ever find myself in a situation where I need more, because it is like it's kind of a labor intensive instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big old boy, but it's a
Yeah, hell yeah.
beautiful big old boy.
Yeah. It's really cool. Showbud, the original pedal steel company, actually just came back. It was crazy. As I was like announcing, we did our first show, our first steel guitar convention, um, in February, like 2 weeks before the first wrestling show that I really like co-produced. So I had to learn a lot of so many new nerds in such a small amount of time. But like it's a really cool, like, nerdy little community, and I find like I really like things when I'm putting on events. I feel like I used to try and make things appealing to everyone, and now my general comfort zone is to make something so weird and specific that people have to be curious about it. Because then people really stick with it, you know. Like if you cater a little bit to everyone, you know, you're gonna be super important to nobody.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I always just try and do stuff that that isn't happening where I'm happening.
Hell yeah. Well, Vanessa D, second to last question. I gotta know, what are your top 5 movies?
Oh man, True Romance is my number 1 all-time favorite movie. Fucking unbelievable film. I'd say Lost Boys is probably number 2. Wayne's World,
Oh yeah.
That Thing You Do, Almost Famous. Oh, The Jerk. I have to say The Jerk. I fucking love The Jerk. I
Hell
have
yeah.
an original, like, 1980 theatrical release poster of The Jerk in my kitchen.
A beautiful poster. Well, Vanessa D, we have hit the end. The best question that I bet you've been looking forward to getting asked this all night, ever since we got this going. Vanessa D, the deathmatch community has to know, what is your favorite kind of soup?
Oh, my favorite kind of soup is pho. And like, if anyone thinks that pho or ramen is not soup, I will fucking fight them. I don't even care who
We
they that is.
recently,
I
someone
will
posted
bully
that
them.
up. They were like, ramen's a soup, and everyone just straight up agreed.
Yeah,
So,
because it's a fucking soup. It's noodles and
it
broth,
is.
Dewey. Like, what else do you call
Soup? That is soup?
that? Dewey, buddy, thank you so much for having me on today. I'm really thrilled with what you're doing, and I've sent your videos to so many people. I feel like you are like, if Zach and Miko and Nardwar like had like spliced together to be one character, that's generally how I describe you to people.
I love that. And I recently I plugged you at work. I was like, guys, I got this great
Aww.
gal coming on, country sensation in my eyes. After I plugged your albums and shit, I was like, she's on Spotify. Everyone needs to listen
Thanks,
to her
buddy.
right now.
That's
But
so sick. I appreciate you. Yeah, you know
this,
what? I love that you ask so many music questions because, like, it's so intertwined. There's no,
yeah,
especially like I grew up in like punk and hardcore. Like my band is called Vanessa D and the Bright Sides. It's named after the fucking Killing Time record.
literally, I love
Literally.
it.
And like I feel like I told someone that when I first started the band, they're like hardcore kids and country musicians can't shut the fuck up about where they came from. Also, I was supposed to say I had this really nice moment when I was watching. First day, I kind of sat down when you and I were talking about doing an episode. I sat down to watch. Like I literally watched all of your episodes in order of doing it. They're fucking great.
I'm so mad YouTube has been putting them out of order lately, and it's been pissing me off. YouTube, fix your shit.
So like I was watching the episode of JB Anderson, who since watching the episode I've become such a fan of instead
He's
of just
so
like a
good.
peripheral spectator. And it's also because like of like hardcore music. Oh dude, when he came out in that Blood for Blood shirt to fucking Hatebreed, I was like,
oh yeah,
dog, huge pop. But like literally while I was sitting watching your interview with him, I was going back through like a friend's old a friend that had passed old Instagram, Facebook, and for me, like one of like the big like sort of like pivotal moments of like loving wrestling for me, like at least like deathmatch and hardcore and like all of like the beyond the beaten path stuff was the first year I went up to this hardcore fest. It was we had Bad Luck 13 Ride Extravaganza headline the Sunday night. We built them a cage behind the band, and we had it was Jabber and Jobber Jean and my buddy Jake Heaton, R.I.P. And Jake was really like, I mean, when I was starting to go to Philly all the time, like around like 2013, 2014, 2015, that was obviously like a period of time when there was a lot of growth, especially with like GCW and stuff, and you know, like just even with like sort of like the backyard stuff, Jake was always my connection to it. And I had this really funny moment when I was watching your interview with JB Anderson, where I was like looking back for an old picture of Jake, and I found this picture of JB Anderson wearing a shirt with Jake on it at H2O, and I just like messaged him and I was like, "Hey man, like
Full
just like a weird little
circle.
serendipitous moment here that made me really happy." Because you know, like that's one, you know, if you grew up in that scene, it's like really like a we went to hardcore together, you know, like,
Oh
oh, how do you know
yeah.
so and so? Like, I know I don't like I didn't know Daniel McCabe from wrestling, I knew him from booking a shoegaze band, or like, you know, like when Brody King started blowing
That's
up, I
cool.
was like, I love that guy. He's in the band with my friends, you know, like, and I feel like if we all get it like that, if we all just get like stupid excited about little things like that, like that's why at the end of the day I'm like even fucking with wrestling stuff and all this, because it makes me feel like, you know, a teenager going to punk shows again.
Hell yeah. Well, Vanessa D, this is the part. Plug your socials. Where can people find Invoke Pro? Where can people find you to get booked, I guess, for local Vancouver shows? All
Well,
that good stuff.
I mean, they're probably. I mean, they're the next show after Valentine's Day will definitely be in Vancouver, but after that, it's hard to say where it's going to land because I do love dropping in on some other places. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, you can follow Invoke Pro Wrestling on Instagram. It is also on Facebook. It's on X, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't really spend a lot of time on X. I just go up and retweet pals stuff every once in a while when I'm not actually actively promoting a show. Um, my own personal handle is try a little tender _ness, which is an Otis Redding song.
I love it.
um, yeah, you can hit me up, follow me if you want to talk about music or wrestling. I rarely shut up about either.
Oh, hold on. Someone wanted to pull up for the sign off.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
he's
You know,
right.
I'm so mad that Cheese isn't here right now. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yes, we need cheat. We need to end it with this. Jeff, you're about to meet a friend.
Buddy, where are you? Oh, come on, man.
Oh, cheese.
Oh, he's really gonna do me dirty like this.
Oh,
Hold on, to him coming.
cheese is turning heel.
Yo, do the cheats work?
It's
Can we
okay.
summon him?
Whoa.
And
Oh no. We must end it with the cheese, Jeff. Oh, oh.
yo, I'm sorry, I'm back. I got one cat. It's not him, but got one.
We must end it with a cat meeting. But
Can you still hear me, Dewey?
yeah, I can hear you. Oh, I can. I can still hear you. You're good. You're good. Hello?
Well, I don't know if you can hear me, Dewey, but if you can't,
No, I can hear you.
fucking appreciate you, big dog.
I'll do the sign off then. Well, for Vanessa D, I'm Dewey the Hot Dog. Deathmatch United, soups, death matches, and all good things in between. And I'll see you on the next one.